less talk, more kisses. Ooh, enticing yet routine. Ooh, less hope, more distance. Ooh, a tickling dream.
We zijn op Festrock 2018 en daar hebben we ook een Deense zangeres on stage. Lydmor, or Lydmor, how do you pronounce it?
It actually depends on where I am, because in Denmark I say Lydmor, which is the Danish pronunciation, but quickly after I started touring internationally I found out nobody could pronounce it, so I went with Lydmor, which is my international name.
How did the show go?
Amazing! Holy fucking shit! I'm cussing so much today, but it was crazy. There was so many people. I think she just told me there was like between 3,000 and 4,000 people in there, and they were singing along to my new songs. You know, I just released some new stuff, and I'm kind of reinventing myself as an artist this year. And I think I just have to get used to that stuff. Is going really fast for me, and this was the biggest show I've done this year. And people were so cool, and they were dancing, and they were screaming, and it was fucking horny in there. Sexy and nice.
So, du elsker Holland.
Ja, elsker Holland.
Yeah.
Fucking elsker Holland.
And how would you describe your music for the people that don't know Lydmor?
It changes every day what I describe my music as, and my music changes a lot. But right now, I think I had a sentence in my mind earlier: feminist, artistic, provocative electropop.
Nothing else?
Maybe later.
Yeah. But you're a little crazy, somebody told me.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about being on stage is that it gives you the opportunity to go crazy. I mean, no matter what you do on stage, it's allowed. If I want to, on stage, I can take off all my clothes, which I have done once, and scream. I can do like this. Like, no matter what, it's allowed. It's a free space. And I just kind of like using that. I kind of like giving people a version of humanity that's less boring than the usual one.
But is that the artistic role, or is that the real Lydmor?
That is the real Lydmor. I think everybody has inside of them a crazy person. Some people suppress it, and that's super unhealthy. Like, that's bad for the body, it's bad for the mind. And I don't. I go on stage and I let myself be exactly as crazy as I want.
Where do you play? Where do you play gigs?
Everywhere. I play. We have this joke in my management team that I'm not big anywhere. I'm not a big act. I'm not famous anywhere, but I'm small everywhere. So in the past few months, I've played Hong Kong, Beijing, Germany, Denmark, Holland, Belgium, UK, Leeds, Brighton. So I play all over the world and have a fan base in a lot of different countries. It's very nice because I love traveling.
And where do you travel the coming months?
I'm going to Russia, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be my first stay in Russia.
Petersburg?
St. Petersburg, yes, exactly. I'm really excited about that. I've heard good things about Russian subculture. They have very interesting, like, the alternative culture in Russia is super interesting. I'm looking forward to checking that out. I can't remember what's next. Oh yeah, I'm doing a big project on the Danish Roskilde Festival. It's going to be art performance. It's going to be like a sci-fi, philosophy, sex, space thing that I'm doing. Basically, this Roskilde Festival is a big festival in Denmark. And they asked me, can you please do something super weird? And I was like, yes, I can.
Well, the people in Denmark are not listening or watching, probably. Can you explain what you're going to do on Roskilde?
Well, basically, I am going to take a room and make it my own by placing 5 naked people covered in body paint, doing a ritual around me, an old pagan ritual. But they're going to be covered in blacklight body paint, which looks super sci-fi. So it's like a mixture of the past, you know, paganism, and then sci-fi. And you're like, are they aliens? You don't really know. And I'm going to be in the middle in also naked in body paints. We're going to offer the audience to get painted as well. And then using very special lamps, we're going to play a show on everybody's skin. So, you know, this kind of paint, it only lights up when you use the lamp. So they'll be like woo, 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 around the room on people's skin. It's going to be, I don't think anyone has done it before. And it's going to be completely insane.
Sounds insane. Are you gonna take this show to Holland in the later this year?
I might. This is like a one-off with the actors and the whole thing, but I will try and get a show in Holland where I can use the body paints, because right now I feel like a flower opening. I'm starting to realize that I can do whatever I want. Like in my early 20s, I was so afraid all the time that people would, oh, that's weird, oh, that's not cool, because the good and the bad thing about Denmark is that everybody's cool.
Jentelov.
Jentelov, exactly. And also it's very hipster. There's a lot of very cool, like vice, edgy things going on. But that made me, as a girl coming from a small town, very afraid of sticking out and being not cool. And during the past few years, I'm starting to just forget that and do whatever I want. So, and suddenly all these opportunities open up and all these ideas come into my head. I just did a music video where I was holding 3 red snakes covered in like a red pattern, and on the background was a huge poem that I wrote, written on black ink on a red background. And that's just an image I got in my head. I was like, I want to do that. And 5 years ago I would have been like, no, I can't, no. And now I'm just doing all these things, which is very, very nice.
You're a free girl.
I feel very free, actually, yeah.
Do you have any taboos or limits with shows?
Taboos? No. No, not really. It's weird when there's not a lot of people. I mean, I've tried that a few times. When there's not a lot of people, it's like a challenge. Because mostly, I don't mind if there's not a lot of people, but they do. The people in the audience. If there's like 20 people, they all feel super awkward. And you feel awkward because they do. And then they feel awkward because you feel, and that's horrible. So, yeah. That sucks.
When will you return to Holland for shows?
I can't tell. Some people have told me not to say, but there will be a show.
This year?
Possibly.
In
yes.
what town?
I can't. I may not say, but I'm fucking looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome, and you should all buy tickets and stuff when it gets, you know, announced.
Well, say hi to all your Dutch fans, maybe in Danish. Sounds lovely.
Hej til alle mine fantastiske hollandske fans. Jeg elsker jer. Mwah.
Jeg elsker det danske sprog.
Tusind tak.
Tusind tak for dem, Lydmor, and see you later.
See you later. I'm gonna go to the bar now and get crazy.
Right on. Bye bye. Tusind tak for dem.
Selv tak.